Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Strv 74. It's a tier 6 Swedish medium tank. It's located on the southwest spawn of highway under the command of Andromedaa. Well, the battle started, but his gun's dropped, so maybe he's not loaded in yet. Well, he's got a 75mm gun, and it will do 150 alpha, and the Super Hellcats rammed him up the rear, try and tell him to get a move on. His turret's moving about, but he doesn't appear to have loaded in at all. Yep, I don't think he's actually loaded. Well, basically, this tank is an M42, the Strv M42, which has been altered with a new turret. A better gun, better turret, slightly narrower, but it does make this tank very tall. And, well, it's slightly more effective than the standard Strv 42, and he's now into action. Okay, right, well, target. It's a Chinese Type 5916, which is a light tank tier 6. Okay, he's got no shot here. This is more of a tank destroyer position than a medium tank position. Mind you, there's a Lehvaslaiho over there. This is a tier 8 game, by the way. And, well, not everyone is playing according to meta. There's only 3 tanks gone into town. And the rest of them, well, they seem to be hovering around the middle line. None of them are playing according to standard form. The Lehvaslaiho is now headed over to the northwest corner, and the enemy have just lost their 5916, so that's good news. We're 1 tank up on the enemy. I think Andromeda's just trying to work out what he's going to do. Well, I would say there's a very good chance, the fact that so few tanks went to the town, that the enemy is actually going to come out of town with force after wiping out our guys. So I think he's decided that he's going to try and get shots on the enemy at range, which is going to be difficult because these rounds are not going to go through that armor very easily at range. But he did get a hit there on that Panther, and another one. Now his actual penetration is 200mm with this ammo, with the APCR, 148 with the standard. He's actually switched them round where they normally would be. He's put the APCR in the number 1 slot and the AP in the 2nd slot. And he's carrying a load of HE ammo, which is very unusual for a medium tank. Although during the war, that would have been quite correct, because medium tanks would carry HE ammo to deal with gun emplacements and troops. But hence, because this is a tank-on-tank battle, HE, well, it's only really useful for resetting caps or hitting soft-skin vehicles. And at range, well, it's not going to be much use at all. And surprisingly, they've done rather well in the town. The only opponent they've got left is that heavy tank number 6. And Arty's helping, because he's just stunned that heavy tank number 6. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the videos that Sophie Line's putting out at the moment. She actually shows a Strv 74 in one of her videos, and it is very, very tall. There's one of these at Aslains, the tank museum in Sweden. I think it's Aslains. I'm trying to remember the name. But it's quite impressive. But no, this is a bit of a problem for Andromeda, because the last teammate in the town has been wiped out. And now he's got these ridge lines between him and them, so he can't see what's coming. And if he tries to go back up the hill he's just come down, they'll shoot him in the rear. So the best thing he can do for the moment is try and ambush them as they come over that ridge line, use his gun depression. He does have some gun depression. Oh, it's a very sticky replay here. I think that's It's not going as well. There's the Panther. It's a Jagdpanther. Okay, he's got a shot. These enemies are headed back to their own cap. I think they suddenly realise he's locked onto the Super Hellcat. Gets one shot in. Could use the standard ammo on this one. And another. The Hellcat realises he's in trouble now. He's pulling back. And no, that was auto-aimed on, so it's not going to actually work. No, he's in cover. He's just burning through all his premium ammo, and that's going to present him with problems later on. And he's trying to creep up on that Jagdpanther. There's the heavy tank number 6. Luckily, he's going to be hitting that tank in the rear as it tries to get back to its own cap. Okay, so he could take shots from here. Instead, he's going for the Hellcat. Oh, he gets taken out. Going for the Jagdpanther. Yes, nice one. Oh, he got a fire. Nice one. He got a fire. That's going to burn up a lot. Keep those shells going in. You can just about make him out. He's a very angry Jagdpanther. Now he's a very dead Jagdpanther. Now he's got to chase that Hellcat back because there's only 2 of our teammates left in the town. And the M44 is back at our own cap. So he needs to get that heavy tank number 6. And oh, this is a bit of a detour. It's going to cost time. He's trying to approach it from the far east side of the map. So he approaches from an angle that the other tank doesn't expect. I hope that doesn't cost him time getting that heavy tank. Yes, there he is. And he was looking in the wrong direction. But we just took a round from the Scorpion G and the heavy tank. And we have to duck back so that we don't get hit by that Scorpion G. But he's got to be the priority target. Gets him out of the game. Now it's only the one left. It's the heavy tank number 6. Now he can use his gun depression to get the kill. Go for it. Use your gun depression. Go for that cupola. Yes, that's one. Next shot should kill. This will win to win the game. Oh, and he doesn't get it. Next one. And he takes another round from that heavy tank. And that's it. That's the game-winning shot. Comes in from the M4A1 Revelarice. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first class tanker for Andromeda in the Strv 74. In fact, this is the first class tanker he's had in this vehicle. He managed to get a fire for effect, a sharpshooter badge and a bruiser medal out of this one. And he also picked up a Lehvaslaiho's medal. He killed 2 tanks or tank destroyers with a medium tank, and they must be at least 1 tier higher. And his win rate for the game was 5698. Let's have a look at the team score. 2,336 hit points of damage. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Scorpion G. He got the high caliber and a tank sniper for 4,220 hit points. But he still did manage to pick up 2,336 hit points. And when it came to kills against that Scorpion G with 5 kills, the heavy tank number 4 got 4. And the Chaffee Sport, which is actually a Super Hellcat, managed to get 3 kills. And then we've got Andromeda with 2. When it came to base XP, he was right at the top of the table. 1,009 base experience points from that one. 790 goes to the Tiger P number 1. And 747 goes to Tiger P number 2. But they were both beaten by the Scorpion G, who got 810. So he was actually in second place on base XP. Andromeda fired 19 rounds, got 14 direct hits, 13 penetrations. Damage of 2,336 hit points, of which 1,558 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits, 2 penetrations, 1 non-penetration, and he damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 2, and did 194 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 39,395 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he actually made a loss, 11,194. And the main reason for that was, I'm afraid, yes, he was firing premium ammo when he only needs to fire standard AP. He picked up 26 bonds. That's 1 for getting the the Lehvaslaihos and 3 for, or is it 4 for the Lehvaslaihos? Oh no, 1 for the Lehvaslaihos and 25 from NVIDIA. That's it, yes, get it right. And 1,513 XP altogether for the battle, 6,056 for the mission and events, took away 7,569 altogether. So an expensive game in terms of credits, but quite a good game when it came to actually getting the result that he wanted. He did get hit by that heavy tank number 6 more often than he needed. I think actually it might have been easier if he'd actually just gone directly towards that heavy tank number 6, because he's actually got very poor view range, and he would have been able to get within view range of the heavy tank before the heavy tank could see him and work out where he was. But from the angle he actually did approach, he did get some good hits. Plus, of course, he was able to take out that Scorpion G, and that was the major bonus because that was the best player on the enemy team. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that little notification bell, the button that gives you a notification as soon as one of our videos comes out. And thank you for watching.